Manayunk.
And welcome back to another episode of Manayunk Mornings. This is season 2, episode 14, one of our last of the summer. A few more to go until we hit fall. And I'm Caitlin, as always.
I'm Leo.
And on today's episode, we have our lovely Manayunk.com interns who have been joining us for the summer. We want to hear how they have loved working in Manayunk for the summer and being a part of our team.
Yeah, and I'm heading down to Venice Island Performing Arts Center for this week's store tour. But first up, the Manayunk Morning Minute.
Liberty Music Festival is back at the Grape Room for its 6th year, starting this Wednesday and running until Sunday, August 20th. Also this Wednesday, GSC Enterprise is hosting a workshop for educators of African American Studies at Venice Island Performing Arts and Recreation Center. The Philadelphia Young Democrats are hosting a summer party at Manayunk Brewing Company this Thursday, August 17th from 6 to 9 p.m. Stroll the Street returns with Back to School Night. Stop by Cotton Street to chat with some of our local school representatives and the rescheduled showing of The Sandlot.
Barks on Tap returns for its final round at Pretzel Park this Friday from 4 to 9 p.m. The portion of the proceeds will help improve the park. Looking to buy your first home? Stop by Taqueria Feliz Tuesday, August 22nd for a workshop hosted by Roxborough Manayunk Real Estate's John Miller. The Spicy Belly is hosting Philadelphia Eagles Trivia next Wednesday from 7:30 to 10:30 p.m. Test your knowledge of the greatest football team for a chance to win $30 or $15 gift cards. Stroll the Street is coming to a close, but not before our end of summer bash. Swing by Cotton Street on Thursday, August 24th for food trucks and games, and don't forget to visit retailers and restaurants on Main Street for weekly deals. Dobson Elementary HSA is hosting a kindergarten meetup on Saturday, August 26th at Pretzel Park Farmers Market.
And next up, we have our Manayunk summer interns, Jesse and Maria. Guys, come on and join us on the couch. We're so glad we finally got you on the couch in one of these episodes, right?
Yes.
Come on and join us. So let's introduce you to everybody to get started, Elise. This is our intern, Jesse, and this is our intern, Maria. So why don't you guys start by telling everybody just a little about yourselves?
My name is Jessie, and I'm going to be a senior at Ithaca College this coming semester. And then I'm from South Jersey, so I commute in every day. But I've had a great time this summer working with you guys.
Awesome. What about you, Maria?
Yeah, I just graduated, so I'm actually a new Manayunk resident as of June.
Yeah.
So I'm really excited to get to know the town, enjoy the summer here, and intern with you guys.
Yep, and she's leaving us because you did find a full-time job, which is great.
Right. Bittersweet, but I'm just a stone's throw away in Center City, so I'll be visiting quite often, I'm sure.
And you are now a resident of Manayunk. And Jesse, I heard you did tell a little birdie that you might even be thinking about moving to Manayunk after graduation too.
I would love to live in Manayunk. I've gotten to know a lot of good people and make friends with all you guys. So
what was your favorite project you guys worked on this summer?
I loved working on Fitness Night for Stroll the Street. I had the opportunity to be in communication with the fitness studios in town, and we really communicated with them to organize the whole event.
And what about you, Maria?
Yeah, well, it's definitely hard to pick just one, but I have to say the Stroll the Streets that we've been doing in general too. Just getting the community involved, really running our social media to all the businesses and retailers and showing their deals and what they're doing. I've actually had the opportunity to walk down and actually get to meet all of them while promoting the event. So kind of putting a face to the names that we've been emailing back and forth has been really cool.
What are some of the things that you've learned in working with the business owners?
Yeah, well, I think they just bring so many great ideas to the table, and it definitely wouldn't be the same without them, so.
So before you took this internship in Manayunk, and now you've been here the whole summer, what are some things you learned or realized about Manayunk during your time here?
Yeah, I loved working with such a small team, and I thought that it was really incredible how much one small group of people can accomplish. I mean, you just look at our Arts Fest with so many different vendors and artists, and it really was just a few people that really pulled the whole event together.
Yeah.
The manpower that goes behind the events that we do is fantastic. Also, just being a part of the community has been really awesome. You know, that sense of getting them involved in what we're doing, even on the social media. So it's really been fantastic to get out there and really show our faces to the town and get people involved.
So how has your impression of the neighborhood changed from when you started the internship until now that the internship's almost over?
Yeah, well, when I first arrived in Manayunk for the internship, I definitely didn't know anyone. I felt like an outsider and a little lost. But now that I've worked with a lot of the business owners and community members through our events and Stroll the Street, it's great being able to see so many friendly faces on the street and knowing that they'll welcome me into their shop at any time. So.
Yeah. And what about you, Maria? Now that you're living here, a lot has changed too.
Yeah, so it definitely could be a little scary entering post-grad life, but honestly moving to Manayunk was the best decision I could have made. I feel just so part of the community here. Really got a warm welcome from everybody, from the MDC office to all the different businesses. I really feel like it's home.
So it really connects you, and that's what we love about working here too, is being able to connect with the community members and the business owners that are here too. So we're so glad you guys have been able to be a part of it.
Yeah,
but
thank you so much.
Before you go, we do have a couple questions for you from our Manayunk More Than a Pint class. So reach in and we'll do one from each of you at least.
Where's one place in the world you'd love to visit?
Oh, that's a good one.
Well, I was just abroad and I had the opportunity to go to a lot of really cool places. But one place I've always wanted to go is definitely Hawaii.
Hawaii? Ooh, that's a good one.
Yeah.
All right, Maria, you're up.
Let's see. If you could hold a Guinness World Record, what would it be? This is a good one. I would have to say I love ice cream, so to be able to have the ice cream world record of eating the most ice cream.
Eating the most ice cream, that's a challenging task.
I'd wear that medal with pride.
Yeah, exactly. Well, you guys have been great this summer. We've loved having you here with us.
Well, thank you so much for such a fun summer. We loved it.
Awesome.
And now I'm heading down to Venice Island Performing Arts Center for this week's store tour. Hey guys, I'm here with Kevin Somerville from the Venice Island Performing Arts Center. Kevin, welcome to the show.
Hey Leo, how are you?
So Kevin, why don't you tell us a little bit about how this facility came to be?
So Venice Island is a part of the Philadelphia Parks and Recreation Department system. We used to be an old playground right here. Long story short, after Hurricane Katrina hit, the water department came through and said we need to build a big underground excess stormwater runoff tank somewhere along the Schuylkill River. They approached our department and said, can we do some kind of a joint effort where we'll build on your land and we'll build you a brand new facility in place of that.
So where did the idea for a performing arts center come from?
That came a lot from a couple different people. They saw that we had a lot of performing arts programs spread throughout our entire system throughout the city, and they wanted to, I guess, finally give them a home, a place where they can have their performances brought to life. So we have everything from stand-up comedians, improv shows, concerts, stage plays.
So what are some of the technical capabilities that you have inside this facility?
We have a pretty impressive theatrical rigging system. Up top too, we have a control booth, so you'll have our lighting booth up here and our sound booth up here. We have a lot of different LED lights, moving lights that we can kind of control from up there. Different color picking, so you can come in here and say, I want this to be green, or I want this to have a sad mood, and pull from what you want and really kind of craft that design. As far as sound goes, a lot of different types of microphones so that you can come in with a multitude of different types of performances, and we can kind of adjust.
What are some of your favorite parts about this facility?
Just being able to work with different community groups, because as well as our own productions, we're also a rental house. So different user groups can come through and actually rent our facility to do their productions. So I like working with the different user groups to really help them craft their shows, because sometimes they don't really have it together. They have this creative idea and they don't really know how to kind of put it to fruition.
What other features do you have down here?
We also have a big spray ground area over here, which is big use over here at Venice Island. We also have the sports court area. That's home to our Roots to Rise yoga every Saturday morning. We now have a bar class on Sunday mornings, as well as general use. You'll always see people out there playing basketball, frisbee, skateboarding, inline skating, or even just playing football with your children. Pretty great.
So what separates this Performing Arts Center from other local theaters and places around the city?
Probably that we're run by the municipality of the city of Philadelphia. Because of that, all of a sudden, I don't need to take money out of what we earn here, which is pretty nice, and that kind of helps with some of our operating budget as well. So because of that, we're able to kind of have these really nice, low competitive prices. If you're a small theater group, or you just really have this idea that you want to see on the stage, we can make that happen for a fairly reasonable price.
Well, Kevin, thank you for joining us.
Leo, thank you. Always a pleasure.
So where can people find more information about the shows that you guys are having?
We're very active on social media, so Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. You can always find us. Just search Venice Island or Venice Island Performing Arts Center. We also have our website, which is veniceisland.org. Next big thing that we're running over here, we're doing a production for the Philadelphia Fringe Festival in September. So that's the next thing that we're really excited for. It's going to be a devised piece. It's going to be a clown-themed Western.
Well, I'll be sure to get my tickets for that.
Sounds great, yeah.
Now we're going to send it on back to the couch. Thanks, guys.
Thanks, guys.
Well, that's our show for today. Thanks for joining us for another episode of Manayunk Mornings. As always, special thanks to Terry Leahy Films for producing this episode, and to The Aisle for hosting us for the second time on the couch. I'm Caitlin.
I'm Leo.
And these are our summer interns, Jesse and Maria, and we hope to see you next time on Manayunk Mornings.